Good morning, everyone. It is Tammy, and it is early Monday morning, and I'm heading to work. And whew, it's been a while since I've vlogged. I feel like I'm out of it, but that's okay. Back. I needed some time, I suppose. I didn't get what I wanted to get done over the holiday week, but I did get quite a bit, and we got new gutters on the house, which is nice. That was something that we've been waiting for, so that's good. We have siding still to come. I'm not sure when that will be scheduled for, but things are happening. So let's see. I know the last time we talked, I told you about Marengo Cave, so that's like the last exciting, fun thing that that's not true. We've done other fun things, just not super exciting. Yesterday we rust-proofed, maybe, I don't know what to call it, our patio furniture, the new patio furniture that we finally got together and put up. The worst complaints on it was that it rusted really bad. So I was telling Dennis we needed to rust-proof it, and he works on his own time, but 6 weeks later we finally rust-proofed it yesterday, so that's good. At least it's better late than never, because it really needed it. From what I understand, people said like even after one season that the chairs started to rust, and like rust would pour out the backs of the arms of the chairs, which is crazy. So there were already some spots where it showed rust, though, where the welds were. It was really bad, the way that you could tell they just quickly mass produced them. So I cleaned the chairs and put rust inhibitor on them, and then Dennis sprayed like a clear coat on them, and he siliconed up where the plastic end caps fit into the chairs and to the table. So those have silicone on them, so we hopefully won't have that issue. Yay. It's really pretty. I do like the set a lot. I haven't even shown you guys, so maybe I'll try to remember to take a picture, but I haven't. So what else is going on? Let's see. I got some videos done, but I have been watching a ton of TV. So my son we came back from, I'm starting 18 stories, sorry. Squirrel. No, we came back from Marengo, and we had been talking about the movie Deliverance, and my husband had never seen it all the way through. So we were trying to find it, and Amazon had it, but we didn't have any way of getting it except for through my Chromecast. It's like a Fire Stick kind of a thing. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. I'm not going to explain it because I don't really understand it, but it helps you get TVs, different things. But this Chromecast thing was driving us bananas. It's the oldest version of Chromecast. It's like a stick, and it just wasn't doing what it needed to do. We couldn't get stuff on it. It was just crazy. And when I was doing Chromecast, if I would Google Chromecast, the Fire Stick would always come up. And I had remembered that my son had one. I thought he did, but I wasn't sure. So I asked him if he had one. He surely did. I said, could we please borrow it? He said, sure. So he brought it downstairs, and we plugged it in, and it was like a plug and play. It was so nice. Now, I have been through the Roku and Chromecast. Now I have the Fire Stick. The Fire Stick is actually one that I can figure out and use without it being so complicated, because I don't know why technology like that is so complicated to me, but it really is. I can't stand it. I don't understand how this connects to that and this to that and all of that. And my ex, he had set up our house so that we had stereo, and we had speakers upstairs that we could play the speakers from downstairs upstairs, and it was really kind of cool because we love music, so it was nice to be able to have music throughout the house. Well, then when we got a divorce, he took some of the stereo equipment, so then I had to buy new stereo equipment, and I had a new person come and install it, a friend of mine, and I don't know what he did, but I don't think he installed it correctly, and I never did get music upstairs. I can't stream it. Well, then Dennis comes along, and I don't know what the heck he knows about it, because he can fix anything, but I don't know if it's the time that he just doesn't want to spend doing it, or if he doesn't know how to do this and so he's intimidated. I don't know what it is, but I can tell you that this is like the least priority for him, and he has put it off for 4 years and he still hasn't gotten anything put together. So I can't even really listen to the stereo downstairs. It drives me bananas. And he is a TV man for sure. I mean, even if he's not in the room, he likes to have the TV on. It doesn't make a lick of sense to me. And he's not gone a lot. So it's like whenever I'm home by myself, I either listen to my radio or I'm listening to YouTube or something like that. But I used to listen to the radio all the time. I loved music. Well, I still love music. So it is something I've told him, please, if you can make this a priority this summer, I would greatly appreciate it, so that we can listen to some music and I can cast it upstairs. So like if I'm cleaning upstairs or whatever, I can still listen. It's just nice to me. I enjoy that. So hopefully that will get done, but I am like totally rambling now, which is not uncommon. But it's all like convoluted, and we have HDMI 1, HDMI 2, HDMI TV. I don't know what the difference is. I don't know. It's makes me bonkers. So finally, with this Fire Stick thing, you can stick it into the TV, you can turn on HDMI Fire Stick, and the thing works, and it's fabulous. And even I can do it. And then I have to have 2 remotes, because I have to have the one that changes it to HDMI TV, and then I have to have the Fire Stick remote, which is okay. And actually you can use your phone even for Fire Stick. It's crazy. And it has Alexa, so I can click on it and say, what's the weather going to be like, or whatever. It's crazy. So that's kind of neat. But having 2 remotes kind of stinks, because my husband is a hoarder and he'll take all the remotes and puts them over by his chair somewhere, and they're never, but I am digressing again. I will not focus on the negative, because really the negative is not so bad. It's okay, but it's just frustrating as all get out. And I'm sure some of you can relate. So what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. That's a girl on that motorcycle. I am pleased that we have the Fire Stick. So after using Alex's Fire Stick, I went to Amazon and bought my own Fire Stick, and that came in the mail. And I have been binge watching The Sopranos, because I had never seen that. I never had HBO when it was on, so I never got to see it then, and I love it. It's so good. I'm still in season 1, but I'm on like episode 9. And also I have been watching Riverdale, which I don't know if any of you guys are around my age, and I think I may have mentioned this before, but Archie, the comic with Jughead and Archie and Betty and Veronica, they are all in this sitcom. That's not a sitcom show. It's more like Pretty Little Liars. It's similar to that, and it's super good. I'm really enjoying it. I'm only on season 1. I'm going to start episode 5. Tracy and I, hi Tracy Plans, we are going to watch it together. So I'm kind of excited about that. When we have time, we will both watch an episode and be able to talk about it or whatever. So that's kind of fun. And it's not my husband's kind of a show, so out of respect, I try to watch it when he's doing something else or whatever. And it's just fun. So there's that. But Sopranos he will watch with me, which is kind of neat too, because we don't have a lot of shows that we watch together, because he watches a ton of TV and I'm not a TV person for the most part. But I'll tell you what, with this Fire Stick, I might become a TV person. Not that I want to become a TV person, but you can watch anything. I need to see if they have fitness videos. I bet they do. I'm doing this because I talked to Alexa on it. Alexa, please find, I don't know, a scary movie or something like that, and she'll find it. It's crazy. Like, you could ask for anything. Like, Alexa, please find Deliverance, and it will find the movie It's crazy. I don't know. The technology today is insane. Now, if we don't have it, it'll tell us we can rent it, like from Amazon or wherever, and how much it is, and we can choose to do that. So it's kind of cool. I'm enjoying the Fire Stick, and I have spent far too long talking about it, but I highly recommend it if you don't have it. Another exciting thing that happened is one of the shops that I'm PRing for, Poppy Willow Company, opened up on Friday, and oh my gosh, her stickers are fabulous. I cannot tell you how great they are. If you have not checked her out on Etsy, please do. It's www.etsy.com, and then you can do the hashtag shop, hashtag Poppy Willow Company, or just Co, Poppy Willow Co. So it's POPPYWILLOWCO, and it will pull it up for you, or you can just search Poppy Willow Co in the shops. And if you use the code TT.Scraps 15, you will get 15% off, and you also get an exclusive freebie sampler sheet, which is pretty darn cool. And I am so pleased with them. I love the stickers. I used them in my planner this week, and honestly, they are gorgeous. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. So yay, hooray. What else do I know? I'm gonna stop at Starbucks this morning to get myself a Starbucks, and I brought my lunch. I'm gonna have leftover lasagna because it's from Buca di Beppo, and I really don't want to let it spoil. And there's only about, I don't know, we got a small, and there's probably 20% of it left. So I even did the calories in MyFitnessPal, so I am set for it. I didn't do calories for a drink at Starbucks. I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'll get a skinny something, like a vanilla skinny latte or something. Skinny vanilla latte. Something like that, because I need a wake 'em up juice. And it's Monday, so I'm allowing myself this treat, probably just today of this week. I'm really trying to do better. I have money in my little planner pocket that I am saving from saving money, which is... Okay, there's a guy walking, and there was a bus, and he just waved to the bus like he wanted the bus to stop. That's bizarro. Like, do buses do that? They just stop wherever? I think they have a pattern that they have to stop at. I don't know. Maybe he was just waving at somebody, and I thought it was the bus. I have no idea. What else do I know? Not much. My son is going on a college tour today with his little girlfriend. We went to Buca di Beppo with them on Saturday. That was fun. She's cute. And he's adorable. He's my son, so what I'm, of course I'm gonna say that. Gosh, there's these geese that are just about, they look like they're on a suicide mission. It's flying right into traffic. Whew. I have been using, speaking of coffee, I've been using my maker, my foamy thing that I purchased. I did a haul. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. If not, I'm sorry, but I bought a little thing that steams and up milk for me. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. Put my skim milk in there, or my almond milk, or a little bit of both. I bought the vanilla almond milk. It really tastes good, so I can put that in there, and oh my goodness, I am in heaven. I've had a cup in the morning every day this weekend, so 4th of July and all of that, and then I had a cup at night sometimes. It's very good. Very, very good. I ordered groceries and have to pick them up today after work. And yeah, I think that's about all I know. Seems like with the weekend I'd have more to say. Katie is on her way home from Florida if she hasn't made it home already. They're driving, so it takes a while. They didn't leave until 10 or 11 yesterday, so I don't know. Hopefully they stopped if they need to. But there were a lot of adults that could drive, so maybe they just took turns. I don't know. It makes me nervous, so I'm not going to think about it. And I'm actually excited to see her. Not actually, because usually I would be excited to see her anyway, but I haven't seen her for over a week. I miss my chicken. And you know, that's not very long really, because you know, when she's in college I don't see her, but now that it's summertime I feel like I should see her more, and I should. Goodness, there's lots of cars going to Starbucks. No, I'll still go. And I think I'll get a skinny vanilla latte. I think that's what I'll get. I don't know if that's the best choice, but it's better than the venti white mocha, I'm sure. I'll still get a venti though, because I like it. I need big coffee. And then I will drink water. And I brought my snacks. I'm good. And for dinner tonight, I'm not sure what we're gonna make, but I know I'm gonna make something yummy. I have a few things. I have like a healthy chicken parmesan. I have some chicken sausage. I don't remember everything that's in my menu. I don't remember.
Hi, thank you for choosing Starbucks. How may I help you?
Hi, can I please get a venti skinny vanilla latte?
All right. Anything else for you?
That'll do it.
Okay, that's going to be $5.18. We'll see you at the window.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So it has 160 calories. That's not an awful choice. Let's get out my money. Money. Oh, we did see a movie. What did we see? Oh, Spider-Man on our date night. It was actually pretty good. Pleasantly surprised. I have been pleasantly surprised with these movies lately, these superhero movies. I'm not usually a big fan of them, but I have really enjoyed them. I would say that I've liked them even. They've been good. So that's what we did on date night. I made gyros at home with that Trader Joe's stuff that I had hauled. I think I did a haul on my other channel for the Trader Joe's, but there was like gyro meat at Trader Joe's, and it was really pretty good. And that cucumber sauce, oh, I added some tomatoes and onions in a pita. It was really, really good. And then we went to the movies, so that was fun. We've been getting in the hot tub a lot more recently too. Well, it's fixed now. Dennis did fix that. See, he does a great job fixing things. I really can't complain. Sometimes I just get upset because things aren't what I would do, or my priority isn't his priority, but I need to stop that. He's a good guy, and I know it. And he is really working hard on his truck, so I have to, you know, whatever.
Hi, 518. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. There you go.
Thank you.
Did you want a receipt?
No, thanks.
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too. Gotta move my lunch over. I love how it tells me how much my balance is on my phone. So she asked me if I wanted a receipt, and I said no, but then I looked up, and on my phone it said your balance is $7.32. So I know that I still have enough for a whole nother day before I have to add money to it. Which is fabulous. So cool. All right, well, I am almost to work, so I am gonna let you all go, but I appreciate you very much, and I will talk with you soon. Hello everyone, it is Tammy, and it is Monday after work, And my husband got sick, so I have to go pick him up from the doctor's office, which is crazy. Everything's all right. He just has a migraine, and his brother took him to work today, so I am going to have to go pick him up because he ended up going to the doctor's office, and he is there now. I think he's being seen
In 700 feet, turn left onto East 75th Street.
And I have my directions on because I don't know where his doctor's office is. So there's my hurried explanation in afternoon. I guess it didn't have to be a hurried explanation.
Turn left onto East 75th Street.
It's always something, man. And speaking of sick, I forgot to give you guys the latest. At least I think I have. I don't remember what I've told you from last vlog and this one, but Taz, goodness gracious, I have to give you the latest. And I haven't heard from the doctor today, and it's been so crazy.
In 3/4 of a mile, take a slight right turn to merge onto I-69 North.
So actually, I'm going to probably hang up here or let you guys go here in just a second so that I can call the vet because I totally have forgotten. But the good news is that the radiologist and the vet, the pet radiologist, I don't know, whatever you call them, and his vet have talked, and they think that it is a fungal infection. They don't think it's cancer. They think it's a fungal infection, and they want to treat him with the steroids to do that treatment first to see if that takes care of it. The radiologist, from what the doctor said, seemed pretty sure that that would take care of it. In his opinion, he thought that it was definitely still a fungal infection. So that is the good news for Taz.
In half a mile, take a slight right turn to merge onto I-69 North.
I guess the vet is open until 6, so I can wait a little minute to call, and I don't have to rush, and because I'd have to look up the number anyway, so I should do that when I stop. So I'm not going to worry too much about that until I stop, but then that's going to be on my priority list in my head, so I will call the vet because I'd like to get him on the steroids starting now, if we can. They didn't put him on him last week when the vet called because he wanted to wait until Taz's regular vet that's been with him for this whole time, who isn't the vet that we signed up with and got his well check done when we first got him, but whatever, it doesn't matter. This vet has been great.
Take a slight right turn to merge onto I-69 North.
Been working with him this whole coughing escapade. So he comes back from vacation today, so he's probably just been busy. And I know that I have missed a call, so that could have been him, so I don't want to say he hasn't called, but I have not talked to him yet. But I'm hoping that means that I can start him today on the steroids, or at least
take exit 200 to merge onto I-465
West. At the doctor's office or not, but if they don't, then I can go get it filled wherever and get this taken care of, because whoo-wee, it's been a long road. He actually has seemed to feel a little bit better. Like, I don't know, occasionally my husband and I will be like, you know what, he hasn't coughed much today. This car, good Lord. So yeah, I don't know. I over the 4th of July weekend and week, I guess, with this last weekend, Saturday and Sunday just now, it felt like there were some times that he would normally have been coughing and he wasn't this time. So I don't know. I'm praying that this is it and that this will take care of it. So that rules out the $3,000 test that I'd have to do if indeed this works. Now, if this doesn't work, then it'd be a whole other story, but I'm not going to worry about that until we find out for sure if this works or not. So
in 5.5 miles, take exit 31 onto Meridian Street and US 31 North.
Pretty good. I mean, they know what they're talking about way better than I do, so I feel pretty good about that. Whew, so I can't believe I forgot to tell you that this morning, but I did. But to you guys, it's really not much time. To me, it's been the whole day, but to you guys, it's just been a few minutes. Work has been crazy, but I feel like we're making some good progress in some stuff. I feel good about it. I do love my job. I really do. I like working where I work. I like doing what I do. I love the people that I work with. I just really think I am blessed. And I made my mammogram appointment. It's tomorrow at 3 o'clock. She could have done it later, but I was like, you know what? I have waited so long for this, and I'm afraid that if I give it any more time, I'm going to chicken out and just not do it. So let's just go for it. Tomorrow at 3 it is. And then I've called my doctor for a regular appointment, so I am getting along. Look at me, adulting and all of that. Not that I don't adult usually, because we all know sometimes it feels like I'm the only adult in the daggone house. Speaking of, my friend Linda, who I've talked about before, we met at the Olive Garden. We've been friends since I was 13. She is on vacation with her family. They're doing a little cruise in some of the Caribbean, and I don't remember where she said that they were now. Maybe somewhere in Mexico. I don't know. Oh, I think I just broke a fingernail. Dagnabbit. But her daughter is 18. Actually, her daughter's 19. Same age as my daughter. She was born in October and Katie was born in November. But she sent me a picture of Lindsay, her daughter, with a drink in her hand because she's legal down there to drink. So I'm like, holy cow, no! It just doesn't seem right. How are our daughters old enough to have a drink? It's funny though. And it was some fruity cocktail drink. My kind of girl. That's funny. I'd still love to be on the beach. I know I keep saying that, but I have other things that are more important right now. In a few years, I may be, in a couple of years, I'm praying it'll just be a couple of years, I'll be able to be on the beach, maybe even in a bikini. That's crazy to think about, but that's awesome. So yeah, that's things are going well in that front. They're moving. I mean, they're not going well, I guess. I mean, they're going well, I guess. It's just nothing has really happened. But if you guys want to know more about that progress and all of that, I update my other channel with that information, and all of that information is down below. My other channel is called Transforming Tammy. And I try not to want to mix these two channels too much, but sometimes, you know, I'm going to have to mention it just because it's something that's
in 2 miles, take
right
exit 31 onto Meridian Street and US 31 North.
My husband's appointment was at 2:30. I told him I'd try to meet him there then, and I obviously am not making it. It's 3:06 right now, but you know what? I can only do what I can do. And I need to pick up groceries tonight. And I don't know what we're going to eat yet. I didn't buy any salad, which is kind of weird because I was eating salad this weekend. Like, it was so good. I had like a grilled chicken salad yesterday. I'm trying to file my fingernail. Because if I don't, I will rip it off and it will bug me until I chew my nail completely down to nothing. But if I get to it right away, like now, then it stays semi-long. Actually, it is pretty long, so it's fine. So there we go. I'm trying to even think what we could have for dinner. Maybe I'll make chicken sausages. Actually, chicken sausages and sauerkraut sounds really good to me, but my husband doesn't really particularly care for sauerkraut. So I guess that's just more sauerkraut for me. I could do the chicken sausages and maybe some Brussels sprouts or something like that for him.
Take exit 31 onto Meridian Street and US 31 North.
He
Then
really
keep
likes
left on Meridian Street South.
Potatoes. I could maybe even do some sort of potato for him. I don't know.
Keep left on Meridian Street South.
Oh, keep left on Meridian Street South. I was going
In a
north
quarter
'cause that's where
mile,
I'm used to
turn
going.
left onto North Meridian Street.
Or heck, I could tell him he could order Chinese because he loves to order Chinese. I don't know what his deal is, but he's pretty funny. Turn left. How weird. Onto South Meridian. Oh no, North Meridian. What the heck?
Turn left onto North Meridian Street.
I don't know. I will just turn left. That sign said South Meridian, so why does this say North Meridian? I don't know. So I guess I'll let you guys go. There's really not more I have to say, and I'm just kind of keeping you on just while I'm blabbing and thinking, and I don't really have anything else. So I will let you guys go, and I'll probably vlog in the morning before I post this, so you guys will, hopefully this might be up tomorrow maybe. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all of your thoughts and prayers and everything you've done with Taz. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. It is so sweet to have all of you guys supporting us. It's just so nice. I say us because me and Taz, all of us really, but it's just so nice. I really, when I'm reading your guys' comments, I just smile from ear to ear because I appreciate you guys so very much. So thank you very much for all of your warm thoughts and tips and ideas, and I just greatly appreciate it. And I'm thinking that this is going to work for Taz, so I will keep you updated and let you know. But yay, thanks guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Well, good morning everyone. It is Tuesday morning, 71 degrees, slightly rainy, just started. And we are off to work. Whew. All right, so here we go. Whew, I don't know what my hair is doing. I don't even really care. I do need to turn on the air because even though it's 71 degrees outside, it's humid. And a new day. Whew. So last night Alex said that his steering wheel is still doing the same thing where it's really hard to turn, which is insane because we have been fixing this thing forever and it's really on my last nerve. So Dennis goes out there and looks at it, and it looks like they didn't finish the job. Like they completed half of it but didn't do all of it, and maybe even have the wrong part in there because there's, I guess, a shorter something and a longer something in my car. Well, Alex's car, my car, used to be my car, requires a longer one, and yeah, they didn't get that, and so they tried to make this one work, and it's not, and it's a wreck. So I'm not happy with those people, and so Dennis is supposed to, I mean, it's just like we have to follow up with everybody. It's so crazy. Dennis has to talk to his uncle, talk to them, because they work for his uncle at his uncle's shop. Not really for his uncle. They rent space from his uncle. So for them to do this to Dennis is kind of like doing it to his uncle. So his uncle is really not happy. And it's downtown, which doesn't seem like it would be that big of a deal, but it's in a really bad neighborhood, and it's probably 30 minutes away, 35 minutes away. And it's just a pain. I mean, taking a car that, you know, isn't working well, driving it 35 minutes to somewhere is not good. So I told them that they needed to come and pick it up on a wrecker and take it there, and then on them, and we're not paying for crap this time. Oh, I was livid. And Dennis is all with me, and so is his uncle, so hopefully this will get done right and get done quickly, and it better not cost us a penny. So it's just a shame that stuff like this has to happen. And then I still haven't heard from the daggone vet. I called them yesterday and I asked for Dr. Johnson. They send me to Dr. Hankins' voicemail. So I leave a message for Dr. Hankins and I say, I really asked for Dr. Johnson, but they sent me here, so I'm not sure if you're working for him today or what, but here's my deal. And I kind of gave him the 2-second spiel that if he looks up Taz Thompson's records, he'll see that he needs to be on steroids and we need to get those. I don't know how to go about that, but that's what needs to happen. Something like that. And then, so I called back and I said, is Dr. Johnson working today? Yeah. And I said, well, then why'd you send me to Dr. Hankins' voicemail? Oh, I'm sorry. So then she sent me to Dr. Johnson's voicemail, left a message for him too. Nothing. I haven't heard a thing. I don't understand why our dog isn't a priority in this is crazy to me. So then I have to call again today. They open at 7, so I will call them promptly at 7 and say, I need to talk to Dr. Johnson, and hopefully, ooh, I don't know if I just killed a bird or not. Oh, he like flew right underneath my car. That's not good. So, I mean, it's just, and then it didn't help when Mike, Dennis's brother, came over today. He's just complaining. I said, dude, if you don't have anything good to say, why don't you go back to the car or go sit back in your car? And he was like, well, work is crazy. And I'm like, well, there's always something positive. I said, you can always find the negative. Well, you have to look for the negative if you're... I said, that doesn't even make any sense, Mike. You don't have to look for the negative. The negative will always find you. You need to find the positive and focus on those things, because otherwise this is who you are, and it's annoying as all get out. Well, you must have woken up on the wrong side of the bed. Yeah, it was me. And then he's in there trying to fix coffee, which annoys me anyway, which I know I'm such a mess, but annoys me anyway because he fixes coffee, and we have a Keurig, but he doesn't ever empty the Keurig, or he doesn't even put the lid back on the coffee. It's crazy. It makes me insane. So whatever. But I deal with it. So I don't even say anything to him because I don't want to have to mess with it. But I'm in the kitchen trying to fix my lunch, and he's in there doing that. And then Dennis comes in trying to get ice and fix his Sprite, and he's at the ice machine for years because he uses one of those big 32-ounce cups, and he fills it to the top with ice. And he uses the chopped ice. So it's nobody else can get in the fridge while he's doing this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, just get me out of this kitchen. So that was my morning, but I got all packed, and I have lunch and breakfast and my snack. Well, I didn't really bring a snack today because I have a power bar, so I think that I'll eat a protein bar, so I think I'll eat that. But for lunch today, my friend Brittany and I are going to eat together, and she was bringing some sort of salad, and I was bringing some sort of meat. So I have these chicken sausages that I had actually last night. There are 5 of them in a thing, so I ate one last night and I have 4 left. So because I thought maybe we'd want 2 and I could fix some sides last night. So I have a little crock pot, and I'm gonna put my chicken sausages in there with some green pepper and onion and some tomato sauce, because it's Italian sweet chicken sausage that I got at Trader Joe's. So I thought that would be good, and so I'm going to put that in the crock pot when I get to work and let it cook until lunchtime, and that will be yummy. That'll be our lunch, well, part of our lunch, and then whatever salad she brings. I thought that would be very nice. So we're going to talk, and we haven't had time together for a while, and we need it. So she's just going to come to my office, and we're going to eat there, and we thought this would be a good way to make it so that it was inexpensive. We didn't have to go anywhere, and just kind of fun. So there's that. And then at 3 o'clock today, I have to go get my mammogram. But that's okay. I'll do that and be done with it and come home, and I might make chicken parmesan for dinner tonight. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to make. Chicken parm sounds kind of good though. Nothing is like hitting me as, oh, this sounds super good. So let's see. I don't even remember what my choices are right now. I do meal plan, so I like write down things that I know that we can have, but I forget. I think that I was gonna do a cheeseburger soup. Maybe that's what I'll have tonight. I don't know, because it is kind of gloomy. If it rains all day, that might be a good thing to make. I have to look at my options, because I really don't remember. I did not bring coffee this morning, so I'm going to get coffee at work. And the skinny vanilla latte was very good. That's a good choice. I think it's 120 calories for the venti. I do wish I could drink coffee black, but I just can't. I need some coffee though, I'll tell you that. And maybe I am a little crab apple. I will take that into consideration as well, because I will say that they were bugging me big this morning. And then the whole car thing and the whole vet thing, the vet thing really gets me. The car thing really gets me too. We've been there probably 8 times getting stuff fixed. And this is what they're gonna do? No. No, 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 no. So yeah. And I need to get my dog fixed. If they think that this steroid will fix it, then let's get it fixed, please. I need to get over, so I think I'm gonna get behind this big horse tractor trailer thing because it's clear both ways. Indian River trailers. I don't know if that's it doesn't have any windows, so I don't know if that's a horse trailer or not. There's a Speedy Gonzales truck over there, man. Oh, my mammogram. If I think about it, I get nervous, but it's really not a big deal. I know it's not a big deal. Women do it all the time. I just don't want to do it. And it does hurt. It does, hoy. So I'm still watching The Sopranos, and last night Tracy and I watched a couple episodes of Riverdale. I might not like it as much as I did when I first started it. I don't know. It's still good though. I would still recommend it, at least at this point. It only has 1 season. We're about halfway through the season, so I don't really know. But it was renewed for a 2nd season, so it will be on. I don't know what channel it's normally on. Tracy knows. Maybe she can comment below and tell us. Tracy, assistant. I tease her with that all the time. I tell her that I need an assistant and a pool boy. I'm kidding, but wouldn't that be nice? I just need a bar drink. Please. I'm teasing. I do, like, for replying to comments and like getting some stuff together and making sure that I have mailings and all of that, it would be nice to have an assistant. I'm not gonna lie, because it's a lot of work and it's hard to keep track of it sometimes. But you know, I'm gonna have to stop at this light again. Bummer. It's crazy because it's not even 7 and usually it's not this busy. I wonder if people are coming back to work today for the first day after the holiday week, like they took the vacation off and maybe took the extra Monday. I don't know. I know I like taking the extra Monday when I can because it kind of makes you feel like you have a day to recuperate from vacation, which sounds crazy that you'd need a day to recuperate, but you do. And there's a car that's stalled at the light right here. Oh, poor thing. I hate that for them. That stinks. There's not even anywhere for them to go to get out of the way. Because this is an intersection. Ugh. I was trying to think if we could push them somewhere. But there really isn't any. I mean, this is like a busy street. And then this is the ramp from the highway. Sorry about the yawns. It's beautiful morning stuck in my head. I don't know why. It just popped in there. And it's a beautiful morning because it's a beautiful morning, but it's not necessarily beautiful outside. Although it did stop raining already. It rained and then it stopped. I mean, it didn't rain for very long. I don't know what the weather forecast is. Seems like the weather is crazy. Like I can look on the weather thing and it will say something totally opposite of what it really is. I don't get it. So people say like the weatherman is the only job you can be wrong 90% of the time and still keep your job. And sometimes I believe that. And you would think that it would be much improved, and maybe it has. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. But you would think, I mean, in this day and age, that the weather would be a little easier to predict. We can video in our car, for goodness gracious. Regular, normal people can post things on the YouTube for everyone to see. For goodness gracious. I really hope I didn't kill that bird. It's probably a really bad thing. I don't know. One time, I'm not gonna lie, there was this bird that like flew right into my car, and I had like these, I don't know what it's called, but like a radiator, or I don't know, the front of the car. It's probably not the radiator, that's probably behind whatever this thing is, but the front of the car had like little lines. The bird got stuck in the lines of that thing. So when I get to the house, the bird is still alive because it had happened right like in my neighborhood, and so the bird is still alive and sitting in that thing kind of with its hind end out. Oh my gosh. I was scared to grab it, but I did. I was like, it like took everything I had, probably 10 tries to grab this thing, pull it out. And he was like stunned, and I kind of threw him on the ground just because, I don't know, I was scared. And he flew away, so that was good, but I don't know if this bird survived. I'm not sure. All right, let's hope I survive another day at work. I'm sure I will. Or should I complain how horrible my job is? What good is that going to get me? And it's just going to put me in a bad mood. Ugh. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye. Oops, I guess I should turn this off. All right, here's my husband. You're on, dear.
All right, YouTubers. This is the unboxing of the Kindle Fire TV stick.
I don't think it's Kindle, but...
Or Fire TV stick. I can tell how much I know about all this newfangled technology, but we're going to get with the times.
Well, kind of. We still don't have a smart TV, but this makes our TV smart. And there's that Fuzz wanting to check it out.
Fuzz, blow it out your tailpipe.
Oh my goodness.
So we actually have our sons hooked up now, and we couldn't really like download anything because, you know, it was his and we didn't want to, you know, mess up his settings or anything. So this is like super duper cool.
We don't have the Alexa either, but he does. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to get a close-up of the box.
Yeah, I think we actually bought him the Alexa, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Okay, here's the chow, the remote.
That's a bigger one than his.
Yeah. That's because we're cooler.
Ours is newer.
And we got real jobs.
Cool,
Chow.
cool.
Okay, and some generic looking batteries, which they say Amazon. Ooh, wow. This is a memory stick. It's that, I guess, to save all your settings, right?
I don't know. Is that the Fire Stick?
Or maybe it is the Fire Stick. I don't know. It looks different than the one he has. Maybe we got the new, improved, updated adult version.
Maybe. Yeah, I think that's the Fire Stick.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, well, we don't need it. Oh, it just says Amazon. It doesn't say anything cool.
Well, then this is the
Plugger inner.
yeah, the plugger inner thing that gives it the
The
juice.
technical term.
You gotta have juice, man.
And the cord. Is that everything?
Yeah, I only got the little.
The doohickey.
Yeah, these things don't run on. Hopes and prayers.
Nothing does.
Okay. Put this thingamajigamy and this thingamajigamy. I think. Yeah.
Wonder why.
Ciao. And let's see. Here's the charging port.
Fuzz is being crazy. Hi, Fuzz.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that our cat, Fuzzy Woo Dog, actually it's his real name is Fuzzy Woo Dog
There's Taz.
Rabbit Bear Lion. He's crazy. Tammy made him crazy. So just thought I'd throw that little tidbit in there.
False
He's
fact.
crazy.
Oh, and there's that Shingo.
What? He even answers you too. What? Fuzzy Woo Dog? Is you crazy? Is you crazy? See? He keeps saying yes. Fuzzy? Are you crazy? He's crazy. Alright.
All right, so he's going to
Plug
try
it
it
in.
out. Oh, plug it in first, charge it up.
Yep.
I don't know how to do it. So there you go, folks.
I don't feel like a power light or anything.
I'll show you some more maybe later tonight. Why don't you do a little dance? Dance. You're not going to dance. Just a couple of lions. What are you, lion?
Roar.
Meow.
Here we like to celebrate family style. I'm going to ask everybody to help us out with our birthday song. But there is some face masks in front of the lower left-hand corner. If y'all don't want to help sing, just give us a steady clap. And it looks like just me and Jennifer use our beautiful voices and sing the rest of it for you. 1, 2, ready, go. Keep on celebrating fresh for you. Hey, homie, Marinara. Lots of dollars too. It's your day to do now, so we're here to say, hey, have a happy birthday to Mr. Hey! Happy birthday, man. Start a wish and blow your candle.
Yeah, make a wish and blow out your candle, dear.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.